Hi, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a robot looking figure in doing some light painting using this tool. And this is a diamond tool made out of Perspex, and it fits onto what's called a unit connector which holds a torch. So you just push the torch in there, and there we have the setup. When we put the light on, it allows you to light paint. Now the torch is important. You need a powerful torch that will fit into the connector. These are available on a company called lightbulbbrushes.com from America. I had to buy these from America. They're not cheap, but they're very good. You could also make your own. If you get some Perspex, you can cut out the shape and they will work fine. On this tool I just roughed up the edges slightly using a bit of sandpaper, and what that does, it holds the light more on the edge, so you get a more defined edge on there. So that's the basic setup. The torch, I say, needs to be powerful, it needs to be able to fit in to the connector. So the width of that connector is important for the torch. High powered LED torch. Not sure of the lumens on this one. I think it's about 1000 lumen, I think, or 800 to 1000. I think it's 800. So 800 lumens on this. And also it's got the feature, it's got a strobe on there, which is good. You can get some good strobe effects. SOS signal, which is not much good for light painting. You've got a high beam, a lower beam, and again the flashing mode. Now the flashing mode can be good because when you're painting, it paints like little blocks as such. You can also paint blocks or the shape of the diagonal by staggering the actual movement of this brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand like this. I'm going to hold out my hand. And it doesn't matter about these arms, because the only part that's going to expose, using the settings that I'll put up on the screen, the only part that's going to expose when we're in the dark are the actual diamond shape of the actual Perspex. So with the light on, I'm not going to put it on now because I don't want to waste the battery, but I'll be moving this along a step at a time like this, and that, just leaving it still for a second, it will create this triangular shape. And I'll be working down to the feet, back up the body, back down this leg, and then I'll put this arm out and I'll do this arm. I'll go a rotation on the body and some ribs, and then I'll do position on the face to get the face on there, and you'll see the effect when we've got it. But that's basically all you do. That's all you need to do. I've got the camera set up to bulb mode. I'm shooting at the moment, I think it's on f6. You may have to vary that depending on the power of the torch. Obviously if it's too dull when you're using this, there's two things you can do. You can up the aperture, make it wider, so f5 or something like that, or you just move the torch slower. The faster you move it, the less it will record, basically, the less the exposure will be. If you keep it still for longer, it'll be more bright. So you need to check your shots, and using one of those two methods you'll be able to get the exposure correct. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take the shot and I'll show you exactly what we done.